continually been impressed with our team on how we start games. You know, I say it every game we play, but I really, really love teams that are ready to play when the tip happens. And, you know, I'm a big believer of the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game setting a tone, and I'm continually impressed with how we've done that. You know, from that point, you know, the game, you know, obviously it got away from Corpus by half, and, you know, at the second half was a bit of a grind to coach, play, and watch. Just from the standpoint of, you know, the pace slowed. I don't like slow-paced games, and it got very slow as the game went along. So proud of our players. I mean, we're 5-0, and I'm not going to complain about that at all. But obviously, we've got a big week of academics and practice, and we're going to have to amp it up quite a bit.
All right, questions?
Coach, talk about midway of the first period when the game started, team started to pull away, and then trying to keep the teams focused in order to finish the first half.
You know, it's very hard just because we have a lot of young players, and, you know, they lose their focus. Quite often they lose it in practice. It doesn't take long for them to lose their focus in practice. So I think, you know, with some, you know, Chaz going down early, obviously the older players' minutes are a little limited. With Chaz being limited, it's hard to keep the young players sometimes on track. Really proud of Ashley from that standpoint, that I can see that, you know, she's starting to get more comfortable in our system, and her maturity is going to help us down the stretch.
What can you talk about Chaz's injury so far?
I think she's okay. It's, you know, we'll obviously reevaluate her on Monday. You know, Chaz has a wedding to go to, so I think she's probably more concerned about that than anything else. She was literally supposed to shower and get on a plane immediately after this game. So her sister's getting married in Tennessee, so I think that is a big deal to her. And obviously we'll reevaluate her on Monday, but she's Chaz will be ready to play.
All right. Going back to the game, when you're going into halftime, you're going back. You still got 20 minutes now to play. Everything from that point on becomes a learning and a teaching moment. How much do you talk to them, and how much do you allow them to work themselves their way through situations during the game?
I think the teaching moments we can take from this game in the second half are the fact that we played a zone, which we have not played all year long. And I didn't intend on playing it. We haven't worked on one. But I can take parts of that on film and show them in case we do have to incorporate a zone. We can look at that and take some moments out of that half as far as that was concerned. The other part is that this team played a very sagging zone against us. We had not seen that much of a sagging zone. And they challenged us to make shots on the perimeter, and I thought we settled for threes when we could have stepped in and shot, you know, 15-foot shots, and we settled for too many long ones. So, you know, we can show some of their footwork and things like that and still get better every day about it.
Coach, talk about the environment playing in front of this kids.
It was great. This is, I think, my 5th year in a row I've been a part of an education day of some sorts, and it's always really, really enjoyable. I think anytime you can bring young players or young people in and have the opportunity to, you know, see these girls play and hopefully see some role models, and you know, you want them to get excited about the game and hopefully come back.
Ladies, what's it like being a role model?
I take it seriously. I like it a lot. I mean, growing up, I had role models, and I had great role models, so I just try to emulate them and, you know, do the right things, not just on the court, but off the court also. So it's awesome to have them come out and see us play.
I think it's very fun. It's very exciting to see young kids come and want to watch us play, want to cheer for us, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
Chelsea, why are you taking charges right off the bat? And let me be serious. You talk about how important a day this was for you to work in front.
I mean, you know, just go out and play. I mean, there's an open court, so I just try to take charge. But you know, it is what it is. But it was a really important and I guess a special game for me, because coming back, because it's been a long road, and I just wanted to come out and show that I have been working really hard to get back, and it was great. Got some good minutes, I think, and I couldn't have obviously done without my teammates trusting me and my coaches trusting me. But it was great, and I'm really excited, and really happy to be back.
Do you have any fear? You know what I'm talking about. Once you get more than one, they happen frequently. You feel?
At this point, I mean, I'm kind of no fear. I mean, I've never been scared, and I've never really played with fear. So now it's just kind of second nature for me to just go out there and leave it all out there. And at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna go out there and play my hardest.
Coach, what can Chelsea add to the mix? You obviously seen her in practice a little bit now, but pretty good player with you.
Absolutely. She just adds maturity more than anything. I mean, we have a young team, and in particular at the guard position, and just, I mean, even Ashley's not young age-wise, but she's not played at this level. So I think anytime you can bring a guard into the mix that's played at the level of the Big 12, then it will help our team. Now, I'm not gonna talk about how good she can shoot. That's a given, and that will really help us along the way. But more than anything, just leadership. I mean, we have desperately needed more leadership, in particular at the guard position. Again, because of lack of experience. So I'm just excited to have another voice on the floor other than the coaches, and they probably are too, actually.
Ashley, 24 assists on 32 field goals. Talk about the development of the guards playing together.
I think we're getting more comfortable with playing with each other, and we're moving the ball a lot more. So that's why, obviously, it's getting more assists each game.
Any more questions?
Ashley, what do you see your role here? It's been just 5 games, but what do you see for yourself?
I think my role is to lead the team, get the ball to the right people, shoot open shots, and make open shots, and win.
I'm going to add to that. We're searching for defenders. You know, I put her purposely on their best perimeter player today, and that will, you know, she and Empress are probably our 2 best on-ball defenders, and I'm pretty big on defense. So the contribution she is going to add on the defensive, or is beginning to add on the defensive end, is really important to me.
Any last questions? All right, thank you, ladies.